Waboom. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Random Facts on this fantastic Friday.
In today's episode, we will detail the exact time and place of everyone in chat's deaths, starting with Billy.
Starting with Billy. Billy, your parents didn't love you enough, so you starved.
So you're going to be eaten by spiders on Tuesday the 7th, 2027.
Jesus.
Tuesday the 7th of what month? We don't know, because that part's blurred. No.
Now, we're gonna guess little Jimmy, little Billy's brother, Jimmy. Jimmy, you're gonna drown to death. We don't, specifically in Jello. We don't know how this is gonna happen to you.
Also, for some reason, it says 2225. So, congratulations on living 200 years.
Yeah, good job.
Maybe drowning in Jello is way more of a common occurrence in the future.
Yeah, well, maybe he's like so old he just falls asleep in his Jello.
Anyway, so the word jerky is actually an Incan word, which means dried llama meat.
Mm. I've never had llama.
Neither have I.
Do you think it's tasty?
I worked with llamas before. I've never eaten one, though.
Did they spit in your face?
No.
I told you that I air quote worked for the zoo before, right?
How so?
Okay, it wasn't necessarily like me working, like a paycheck and stuff. It was oh Jesus,
Forced labor camps.
I mean more or less it was a summer thing where like it's like a learning thing. Me and a bunch of other teens would be asked to like clean out like pens and stuff, and like pull like overgrown leaves, not leaves, but like, yeah, basically we did a lot of exhibit cleaning.
I remember I worked at a zoo that had llamas that I took care of on occasion, and then I also worked as a farmhand at a place that had llamas.
And all the llamas hated you.
There was only one llama.
Was his name Cusco?
And it was alright. No,
Damn.
I don't remember what his name was.
If I had a llama, I would name them Cusco.
Ow.
Ooh, I don't... This game makes my brain hurt a little bit.
Only 31 cities in Australia have a population of over 50,000.
Ooh.
In the USA, about 50,000 is about the size of Enid, Oklahoma. Or Galveston, Texas. The Empire State Building was referred to as the Empty State Building during the Great Depression, as there only had one tenant, a jeweler. The rest had gone out of business. Said jeweler was open until 2008.
What's in the Empire State Building exactly? Wait, like, is it a bunch of different... Like, is it just a bunch of different businesses?
So, what's the Empire State Building used for today? Sorry.
Like, is it used for, like, chill
It's
jerk-off
primarily
sessions?
used for office spaces and retail stores, but many of the floors have been converted to observation desks for tourists.
Interesting. I might have to check out the Empire State... Well, actually... How tall's the Empire State Building again?
How tall is the Empire State Building? Why are you telling me in miles? What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, it's obviously 1/5 a mile. Shut the fuck up. It's 1,250 feet tall. If you're not counting the spire and antenna, if you count the antenna, it's 1,454 feet.
Yeah.
It's the fourth largest building in New York City,
Yeah.
the sixth largest in the United States, and the 43rd tallest in the world. It used to be the tallest in the world.
Yeah. A big fear of mine is like a elevator just like coming loose and falling.
Just take the stairs.
I for the Empire State Building.
Yep, just take the stairs.
I think that would kill me.
Yeah. Maybe. I lived at the top of a 20-story building when I was at Emporia.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it was 20 stories completely.
Holy shit! I definitely know that Emporia like had some big buildings. Like when we visited.
Yeah. So yeah, I used the elevator a lot.
Yeah, no, me being afraid of elevators is kind of an unfounded like fear, because like a lot of elevators are up to the code all the time, and like aren't there safety measures in place now where
it's called like emergency brakes.
Yeah.
Apparently, the concept of elevators have actually existed for quite a long time. It's just that it was never really used by people to transport people. It was used to transport cargo because everything was like with ropes and pulleys.
Mm-hmm.
And until the emergency elevator brake was invented, basically if a rope snapped, you would plummet all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
But emergency brakes were designed to be able to just straight up catch you.
Yeah.
The violin music in the De Beers Diamond commercials from the 90s was created for the commercial and then expanded into an orchestral piece, as opposed to the other way around.
So I'm just walking around right now.
There was a drinking game in ancient China with a referee and a registrar of rules to maintain order and issue penalties. If a guest is considered a coward for dropping out, and those that try to cheat are branded as deserters and not invited back. The electricity bills of a Japanese bullet train can be paid off for the ticket income of 16 paying travelers. So as long as the train has more than 16 travelers, they are in the profit.
Oh, it's real snowy.
1 in 5 shoppers have accidentally stolen items via self-checkout.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a misunderstanding. This TV was totally supposed to be the price of like a bunch of bananas.
What are you talking about? I totally just bought 400 pounds of bulk flour and not 127 different items. Dr. Seuss's Lorax character was likely inspired by the patas monkeys he encountered while in Kenya. They have long mustaches.
Hell yeah. Also, the Lorax, smash.
The inspiration for the 1965 and 1967 film The Dirty Dozen was the first demolition section of the regimental headquarters company of the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment, 101st Airborne Division of the United States Army, aka the Filthy 13.
Mhm.
Before phones had full keyboards, users had a multi-tab text entry system, which was pressed on a numeric key several times to reduce a letter. Do
And
you
now,
remember that?
no, I don't. What's the word?
I
Like
do.
at my school, God, I don't. I remember us having like the old Macs, like you know, like the green screen Mac, the black with green lettering Macs, and then we had like a couple of like Dells. But
This
then
was phones.
phone. Oh my
I
God,
was talking about phones.
I
Continue your story.
I heard computers for some reason. I am so sorry. But literally the next year when I was in first grade, like I don't know what happened, but our school was hit with like a massive like tech upgrade. Uh like like we got like the nicer, thinner like like you know the Dell desktops with like thin screens, and then we had like smart boards. Almost every like classroom had a smart board at this point too, which is vastly different from what smart boards are today, where it's like an actual like tablet screen. Like this was what's the word? A projector. Like you projected the picture on, and then you had to like calibrate it so like you know the screen knew where you were like poking at. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. The movie Cape Fear was originally developed by Steven Spielberg, but he eventually decided it was too violent and traded it to Martin Scorsese in exchange for Schindler's List. Which Scorsese had decided not to make because he thought it was too depressing.
A movie about the Holocaust being too depressing? Nah.
Robin's house in the British colony of Prince Edward Island was completed in 1848, and it housed the 1864 Charlottetown Conference, which led to the birthplace of Canada's Confederation in 1867. However, the conference's original intent was only to discuss a maritime union.
We're mariners on the moon. We carry a harpoon. And ain't no and sing our merry tune.
One of the strategies proposed for raising the Titanic was to fill it full of ping pong balls.
Just like my ass.
You get a Brazilian butt lift, but instead of pads, it's just going to be ping pong balls.
Probably.
In 13 states, if you're arrested for public urination, you must be registered as a sex offender. Remember that the next time that Republicans propose just executing every sex offender?
Yeah. Because...
Also remember that in Kansas now, you can get branded as a sex offender for looking up queer content on your own computer. Ooh.
Ah, fuck.
%9 of Korean boys have to go to the army before they hit 25.
Oh yeah, that's why BTS isn't making music right now. Literally everybody that's part of the boy band has to go do their
service.
Yeah, their service. In fact, there was talks of in the South Korean parliament of introducing a bill that would make it where BTS did not have. Well, it wasn't specifically BTS, but just like idols in general. Like, I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was like it would either make it so where men's idol groups would be like sort of exempt from military service, or they had more like they could put it off a little longer than others. Once again, I don't remember off the top of my head. I just know that I heard about this news like semi-recently.
Despite what TV would have us believe, defibrillators cannot start a heart that is accelerate, which means extended flatline.
Yeah, you need like at that point where the heart's fully stopped, you need like a what's the word? You need like a mixture of things to try and start it again. Like
George Lamson Jr. What were you gonna say?
I think epinephrine gets introduced at some point as well.
George Lamson Jr., the sole survivor of a 1985 plane crash, reaches out to all other sole survivors of major airline crashes, of which there are only a dozen or so worldwide, to create a support group that addresses their unique experiences and trauma.
Trauma.
Yeah. The tallest building in Vermont is 11 stories. And a bridge in Austin, Texas is home to the largest urban bat colony on Earth.
Ooh.
This has been Random Fact Friday.
I would give bats several kisses.
Bye, guys, gals, not bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Remember to wax your butthole.